running?
It's running. Do you want to tell us how exciting this last part of doing the Dornier has been?
Well, the last half an hour has been a bit more exciting, but it's been hard work because, as I keep saying, it's such a crude kit that had to use massive amounts of filler. You can see the white stuff. That's all the filler I've had to add, and underneath because there are huge gaps. And then the thing is, on a decent kit, you've got lots of carefully inscribed panel lines. Well, these are faint at the best, and where I've had to do all the sanding, those lines just disappear because they're faint to start with and then get worse, and on the top surface. So I've spent a couple of hours trying to re-scribe. I've got various scribers which have sort of slightly different effects and are all a bit hard going. None of them perfect. And then I've finally got the engine nacelles stuck on, having put those into position. Put those on with super glue, which is useful.
Oh, you don't normally use super glue then?
Oh, I use it quite a lot, but super glue is very handy because you don't have to wait for it to dry. It's
Oh,
there.
right.
So I stuck those on. The fitting of those was atrocious. So there's a whole load more filler up the sides, which is going to have to be sanded. That's still drying. That'll take more careful sanding and filing. And I've done the same with the engine nacelles, the cowlings. But it's looking better because it was beginning to get rather dispiriting.
Oh, no, it's getting dispiriting again. It's fighting back.
It's fighting back again. Oh, you swine.
Don't break it.
As if. I mean, I've got the engines are separate mouldings with made of resin, so they've got a lot of detail on the engines. But I'll have to get those painted up carefully before I stick those inside those cowlings. And regular little exhaust stacks to come out of the top of those holes. What I'm beginning to look forward to now is the finishing it, the final camouflage scheme, because it's got the classic two shades of green, splinter camouflage they call it, which is standard, and sky blue undersides. But some relatively recent books I've got about Luftwaffe camouflage say that for tactical markings during the Battle of Britain, there would be formation markings that mark whereabouts in the formation a given aircraft is supposed to be.
Oh.
So if it's supposed to be out on the left-hand side, they have bars here and
Right.
across the fins.
All right.
Sometimes in white, sometimes in pink. But I believe that
Pink?
because the research apparently that they did, pink stood out better as a tactical marking.
Hmm.
So this would be, I think it's 2 bars, I think, for this one, or is it 3? And I think 2 across the fin here. This would mark it as being out on the left-hand side of the formation of the, I don't know, 3rd Luftwaffe Geschwader or something. But I quite like the idea of pink. It's rather fun, brighten it up a bit. There.
Good. So you're feeling happier than you were a couple of hours ago?
Yeah. That's not entirely due to this. There's other crap going on. The world seeming a pretty awful place. But
Okay. I'm going to upload this and something from several weeks ago that I've not uploaded, I think, and see if they take 10 years.
All right.